Hi, I'm Tahira Said. I am here today introducing some of the community champions that we are revealing today. These are 14 immigrants representing 10 different countries, and they are our multicultural community champions. We are showcasing their contribution to the economy and to the community, which is throughout the South Okanagan Similkameen.
So we came to Canada in 2012, and our main reason why we came to Canada because we wanted to continue our dream and continue our career in making wine. In Slovakia, in our home country, we used to run a small family winery, and I used to work for the biggest winery in Slovakia. And we came here just because we heard that Canada is a very welcoming country to immigrants, to people from all over the world. And we heard a lot of good things about Okanagan Valley, like a wine region. So we came here in 2012. We started working in the vineyard very hard. Then we opened our vineyard and winemaking consulting company and vineyard management company. And we had all kinds of turbulent career here. We consulted for many wineries, small, bigger wineries. We established one very successful winery in Summerland in Okanagan. And the last 2 years we are also running our own wine label, and hopefully, who knows, maybe in the future we will open also our own winery one day.
So for me the biggest challenge was the language. So when we moved to Canada, I wasn't very good in English. So for me the worst challenge was to learn language, learn English, and then I was teacher in Slovakia, and then I found out maybe it will be very hard for me to become teacher in Canada, because I have to take lots of training and courses and to become a teacher again. So then I find out I'm going to maybe try to do something else. So I started to help my husband, Michael, and then I took a couple trainings in Okanagan College. And then after 2 years, I was able to do bookkeeping and also do the tasting room manager and also the other task winery needed to help.
And these are our clients who have been in Canada for a few years, and they start their family here. They build their lives here. They choose a profession here. They go to colleges, and they make friends.
So I opened a business, the Mexican food, in 2016. I buy the food trailer, put in Osorio for making the Mexican food. Maybe it's very good business.
We originally selected about 17 and 18 of them, and it was to see how they all rose to the occasion. To face the challenges while they started their lives in Canada. And another reason we only selected 14 is because they were comfortable coming in the front of public and sharing their contributions over the years. And we tried to select as many different immigrants as possible so that at least we are showcasing 10 different countries. And some of them are paired as spouses. So we hope to continue with this for another year, perhaps another 2 years, so we can showcase more immigrants and what are their stories.
They were looking for someone to write these articles. I happen to know an alderman here in Penticton who recommended me, and that's how I got involved. It's the old adage, it's not what you know, it's who you know. In this case, someone I knew happened to be a benefit. I was more than glad to jump all over this because I do travel a lot, and any opportunity I get to talk to people from other countries, I'll be all over that. That's what I do when I travel. I like to immerse myself in those different cultures, and so this was a perfect opportunity to travel without having to actually travel, except from West Kelowna to Penticton.
My name is Gutej Kang, and I'm working in this office as a settlement worker. My primary job is to help the immigrant kids in the school and to act as a bridge between the school and parents and students coming from different background, different countries. And some of my work is with the immigrants coming from different country and trying to settle in Canada and to help them to settle down in Canada and to naturalized to become a Canadian citizen. So it involves all kind of application and orientation information, starting from social insurance number when the first any immigrant first arrives in Canada. Then we do application for their permanent residence card, and then employment insurance, helping them to find jobs and helping them to upgrade their qualifications so that they should be able to get a job at par with their qualifications. So those kind of things are part of my job, and we help immigrants to help and to settle in this country. I myself, I'm an immigrant. I came 7 years ago in Canada, so I know the pain one go through when he's a new immigrant, and because your qualification is not accepted here, your credentials are sometimes they have no value in this country, although you might be well educated back home. So we are trained for those things, and we try to help them to find a suitable job, and starting from some point and then slowly upgrading to get the same kind of job which they were expecting according to their qualifications.
First thing, I had really hard homesick, or very strong homesick. I really miss my family. And because it's just me and my husband here in Canada. So when we came here, we didn't have any friends, we didn't have any family here. And it was hard, very hard, but because it was start from zero, start our career, everything from point zero. And then after a couple years, we find many friends here. We also started, we started to improve our skills. And then after a couple years, I can say Canada was very welcoming to us. And I can just recommend to other people who are thinking about immigration to Canada to do it.
Yeah, I think Canada is a very welcoming country. I think when you work hard, you can achieve a lot in Canada. And all the rules how to come to Canada, all the regulations are very straightforward. So if you just follow the rules that government published on internet, it's pretty much very easy. And then there are associations like, for example, this one, South Okanagan Immigrant Community Center, helped us a lot with everything what we needed. So it's awesome.
The biggest understanding that we are hoping for is that other newcomers come forward and see that they can also come to the forefront and share their information. On the flip side, this is also an opportunity for us to showcase that Penticton and other communities in the South Okanagan are very welcoming. We have neighbors that come with clients to our office who are helping these immigrants either through carpool or taking them to different resources or just making friends.
There was a common theme in the story and in all the stories, and that common theme was the hard work and determination and the willpower that these people have when they come to this country. And they don't just come here to take, they come here to give. The other common thread in the story was the contribution that these people make to Canada. And that's what Canada's made of. It's made of people from other countries. That's why we're a multicultural country, and that's what makes us exciting, and that's what makes us very interesting. And that was the common thread was the hard work and determination. In terms of things that stood out there, some of the stories were a little more interesting in the sense of the hardship that people went through. The young girl from Syria, of course, her story is very timely because of the Syrian immigrants that are coming to Canada. And to hear her story, and she tells her story very well, and she tells, and she came here in 1986 when the first Syrian war broke out, so she was very young. But she's vicariously has gone through the hardships that her parents endured by coming to a new country. So these people, when they're coming here, it's not easy. Yeah, they're coming here to make a better life for themselves, but it's not easy in doing that. They're giving up a lot. They're leaving a lot behind when they come here. So her story was very interesting, and the things that she's doing as an individual to bring people's attention to the benefits of having immigrants come to Canada. And the one quote that stuck out in her story was moving from an era of fear to love. Her determination is to bring more love to Canada and bring less fear about immigrants coming to Canada.
It's really interesting to find somebody who wants to hear in your history, who want to share in your history. In this community, they help us improve our skills. They help us to make through our dream. And they help us now to be involved in the whole Canada culture. So that's amazing.
And because I gone through all those process and pains and suffering, so I feel more satisfied when I see when a newcomer comes and he sometimes I share with them that I tell them that sometimes in the beginning phase of your life in Canada, you may cry in the corner, hiding your face from your kids and your wife, and slowly when after a few months and few years, you will be laughing and you will feel successful, you will feel confident. And when after 2-3 years they come to me and they start smiling and sharing those experiences that the same thing happened. Now we are settled, we feel more grounded. So then the happiness and glow at their face, it makes me confident and makes me happy that I have done something for them.
She made through her dream to be a owner of her own business, and they helped me to make through improve my English skills. And now they recognize us. Wow, it's just we feel so full inside. We feel home.